Welcome, beautiful soul, to the power of Ra, and thank you for watching. This is the thing, and it's nice to be with you again. Today, I would like to talk about the concept behind the principle of Anunian tree of life, the god and goddesses of creation. In this video, you're going to learn how things come here and how we're going to go back to where things come from. Because based on Kemetic spirituality and the goal to find the true self, to become the true you, is to understand how the physical become to be the physical. Because how the physical become to be physical is how you're going to go back to the formless. Because the formless is the one that assumes the physical, and that formless is the true you. Okay? So, the concept behind the god and goddesses of creation, the concept of the tree of life, is to help a human being to understand the world and evolve from the physical and become back non-physical. And this is about how the world was created. When the world was created, the awareness, the nature, which is God. The nature is a formless energy. It's an awareness, it's the knowledge, it's power, it's light, it's everything. And because the awareness is something with no form, it assumes the form. And when it assumes the form, the first form that the awareness assumed, the first form that nature assumed, was Ra. And Ra is the first principle to be created by nature, had the principle. So Ra is a super consciousness. It's the mind of God. And Ra is within God. It's inside God. So when we think about God, God is not, it's not something that can be explained in the in the form, because it's something that is formless. Okay, it's absolute. It's ocean. It's like ocean. Okay, and within the ocean, there is a mind, which is Ra. So Ra is a step down energy from the nature, because nature is a very powerful energy. And to create the world, nature has to step down the power. Okay. So the process of creation is like when the electricity is transferred to the near house. So the electrician, they will have a main power in their building. Okay, and when they transfer the power into the near building, they have to step down the level of power. Okay, because when it transfer in a very high tension, it can blow up the house. Okay, so the electricity can be transferred to the near house is the same thing of how nature created the physical world. So the first step is to uh, uh, project the mind, the raw, which is super consciousness. Okay. So after Ra, which was the first step down power from God, was created, then Ra himself has a responsibility to step down the other's powers. And so that when we we said that the other two divinities came out of Ra, the Shu and Tamnut. And Shu is said to be the principle of A. And of course we need A. Without A we can't survive. Okay. And the third principle of Ra was Tamnut, which is life. If there is no life in the air, then there is no life, there is no survival. Okay. So Ra himself have stepped down another the power again. Okay, and those power are less than him. They have low awareness, they have low power, they have low light. You see, just as Ra has awareness, but Ra doesn't have awareness that the Natir has. Okay, because Natir is a full awareness. After that, Ra uh, um, gave birth to other two principles. Those two principles again stepped down the power, and they created another two principles, and that's how we came to have the earth and the heaven. Okay, so there are the two principles that came out of the air and life in the air. Tabnut, which is uh, what do you call it? This principle in Kemetic spirituality. I don't know why I forgot her name. Okay, it's the same as Tabnut. I did a video about her before. Segmet, yeah. Segmet is not other than Tabnut. She's the same principle. Okay, so after that we have the earth, and earth also have awareness, but it has a very small awareness. Okay, so this principle, the earth and heaven, they give birth to another five principles, and so that is how we came to have Asa. We came to have a Set, Nephthys, and Heru, the king of the earth. So these five principles are also the lowest principle in power, in awareness. They are lowest. Okay, so these five principles were created in order to create a physical human being. Okay, but all the principles started from Ra about a human psychic. Okay, so all these principles are about our psychic. They are the reason we are here. Without air, we can't breathe. Without life, there is no life. Okay, we have a little bit of earth, which is absolutely the body, and we need to have a soul, which God assumed that there is a soul, but in reality, in truth, there is no soul. Okay? There is no way that we only have one God and we have souls. Okay? Soul is just an assumption of the nature. Okay? Okay, so in the worldly sense, we think that there is a real soul, but there is no real soul. Okay, so a human being has to have a set which is wisdom. Without wisdom, we cannot seek God. We cannot ask questions. Okay, so each of us, we have a psychic of wisdom when we have to ask questions, when we have to know why are we here, how we gonna go back. In the other hand, we have Set, which is called the devil, and Set is an illusion. It's about the body. Okay, it's about the body. It's about the lower mind. Okay, so Set have to teach you in this lower world. Set has to teach you about the challenges, and also Set is the reason we ask questions, is the reason we find our way back to become the true self, you see. And at the very last of the tree of life, we have Heru, which is the aspiration, the yearning within you. Okay, so without Heru and Aset, they are one. They are one consciousness. So without Heru, you cannot intuit. You cannot intuit to ask question. When your Heru is blind, when your Heru is overcome by Set, egoism. Okay. So these are the principles that composes the human. Okay, so what I want you to understand is that these principles, they have lowest principle, they have highest principle, and those lowest principle are what make up the physical. They all make up the physical, but the lowest principle, they are about illusion. They are about illusion. And the real truth behind finding the true self is to understand the illusion and withdraw from it. Withdraw the attention from it. Because the true self has assumed this principle to bring about the physical. And the same true self is the one that put on the mask and put the attention on the illusion. And so when the true self withdraw the attention from the illusion, which is the physical, that is when we deserve and become the true self. And becoming the true self is just withdrawing the attention from the illusion, withdrawing the attention from the lower forces, those of fear, jealousy, anxiety, and so on. When these lower forces, when they are reduced in your lower consciousness, in your mind, okay, that when you draw back to you, because the real you It's not about the mind. That is why the mind was created was the first creation of the real you. So you are not about the mind, you are about the awareness. Okay? And so to deal with how to withdraw the attention from the illusion, you have to choose to discipline yourself. Okay? To follow the principle of Ma'at. Yeah. To discipline yourself through meditation and dissolve and become you. Okay? Becoming you is withdrawing the attention from the illusion, from the body, from set, and become the real you. So this principle, the based on a Kemetic spirituality, these principles are the laws that govern everything in the physical. The air have its principle. It has its laws that govern it. The water has its laws that govern it. The earth have its laws that govern it. The sky has its laws that govern it. Otherwise, everything can explode and mix up and become a distraction and become nothing. Okay. So your target as a spiritual practitioner who want to go back to yourself is to withdraw attention from the illusion by disciplining yourself through Ma'at principle, changing your lifestyle through meditation, exercise, reading, and following the teaching, the wise teaching. If you have any question about the principle of a Anunian tree of life, you are welcome to leave your comment. And until we meet again in another video, enjoy, have peace, and be well. Peace.